Hey guys, what's going on? March 4th, Sunday, 2012, and if you've been watching my past videos, you know that I've been talking about this recalibration that is going forward. It is definitely happening. Unless you're living under a rock, you should be feeling it right about now. And if you're not feeling it, then you're definitely hearing it and seeing it. So the past three videos that I did was Illuminati Fold Their Hand, New World Rising, and February is Poppin'. And one of the things that I did, which are chock full of information, if you haven't seen those videos, go back on my channel and take a look at them. But one of the things that I did not mention in those three videos was the massive banker resignations that are happening. And February was one stellar month. I mean, there was like 80 plus banker resignations. Now, if you put that information together with all the information that I outlined in those last three videos, I mean, there's just so much information, it's undeniable. No doubt about it. Banker resignations of 80 is like 3 per day. I mean, that in and of itself should be enough to convince you that, hey, for the aware observer, the world is moving in a different direction. We are going in a different mode, in a different MO. No doubt about it. But what I wanted to get to today, well, first I wanted to talk about, in one of my past videos that I did about, I don't know, a few weeks ago, it's called New World Rising, I outlined some of the changes that were going to occur, and I gave it a timeline. And I said, yes, I'm talking short term, but I'm also talking in a little bit term, intermediate term, 6 months-ish. So this recalibration that is going forward should gain velocity, should gain momentum, should gain strength. And by 6 months, June-ish, around there, we should all, even the layperson, should be able to look up and say, we're not in the same world that we were in. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, we, the aware observer, are seeing it. But the layperson, the person who doesn't even understand that Greece is going to default, or that there was $8 trillion in bonds that just all of a sudden popped up in the last month, those people will know by June-ish. And then it's just going to be absolutely undeniable. But one of the things that I wanted to get into today was, there's a lot of people out there, and I talk to a lot of people during the day, that are very impatient, that are very reckless, and that want all of this change in one day. And I say to those people, wait a minute, slow down there. You can't just go from 13,000 years of darkness and then bam, 24 hours later, you're in the light, bright light. You can't do it. Now, any sociologist, any psychologist, any social engineer will tell you that you cannot take humanity and accelerate them through the wormhole at light speed. Everything's going to break apart. You got to do it slowly. You got to do it incrementally. You got to do it so people can respond to it and adjust to it. That's why I said in the New World Rising video, 6 months-ish. Okay? 13,000 years of darkness, 6 months of recalibration. That's moving pretty fast. So you gotta look at it in relation to where we're coming from. And all you hotheads out there that want everything done in 24 hours, calm, calmate, relax, because things are progressing. And haste makes waste. Don't be reckless. So that's what I want to say about that topic. You know, you got to understand the cross-section of America. The cross-section of America, not you guys. You guys are if you're listening to this stuff, you're much more in tune, okay? Give yourself some credit. These are difficult times. These are exciting times that we're going through. And if you're paying attention to this, bravo, bravo. But if you're going to look at the cross-section of America, the per capita rate of America, what is it? You know what it is? It's straight up freaking heavy metal parking lot. That's what it is. These people do not have the capacity to all of a sudden in 24 hours understand unlimited freedom, unlimited options, unlimited potential, unlimited resources. You can't just dump it on them. You're going to overload them. You're going to implode the system. It's going to be detrimental if you do it in that manner. I mean, it's like giving a 4-year-old a freaking Uzi. What do you think they're going to do with it? They're going to shoot up the whole town. You can't do it. You got to do the recalibration process in increments. It's healthy that way, okay? I mean, like I was saying, you can't just go from darkness 13,000 years to lightness all of a sudden. What happens in the morning when you wake up and it's dark and someone turns on a bright light? Right? You can't take it. What happens in the middle of summer when you go and see a matinee midday movie and you come out of the movie theater? Same thing. The light, it's killing me. So what do you do in the movie theater? You kick back in the lobby, you wait for 20 minutes, you let yourself readjust, and then you go out into the light. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the point that I'm getting at, man? We're all human. We can't just go from 0 to light speed in 2 seconds. It needs a little process. And again, it's healthy to do it this way. So like I was saying, recalibration, 6 months-ish, June-ish for the lay people. But for us, hey, we could see it. Hey, it's happening. I mean, for example, another analogy that I want to use. This planet, and it might help you understand about where we're going through, especially for first-time viewers here. This planet has been on a race to nowhere. So my emphasis, or my example, my inclination at this time would be, hey, let's slow down and let's actually go somewhere. Right? Okay. There's a couple of things that I want to get through here today. Very, very, very important. Because as this recalibration process goes, this balance back to equilibrium, I want to point out a few things here. Very important to keep in mind. Very important just to start to assimilate in your day. First of all, very, very important. Don't hate. Don't hate the Illuminati. I mean, I talk trash about these low energy beings all the time, but I don't hate them. Don't hate. Very important. Don't get drawn into their lower frequencies. They're going to try and pull you in and try and make you hate them. Don't hate. But I'm not saying not to stand up to them and don't take their crap. Don't take the BS, but don't hate them. Don't hate. Very disruptive. So I just want to point that out. A lot of people are making comments on my channel and they're saying, when are we going to start hanging the bankers? When are we going to start banging the guillotines out? You know what, man? If I have anything to do with it, never. Never. Because you're stooping to their level. Don't get drawn into that. No. Segregate them away from society. Figure out what the heck is going on in their crazy sociopathic brains, okay? Healthy, again, don't hate, don't kill, don't bring out the guillotines. I would not advise it at all. Another point, we've been so indoctrinated to believe that we need the corporations, we need the banks, we need all of this structure in our lives and all of this government-run structure. And you know what we need? What we really need? We need none of that. Ultimately, you know what we need? We need each other. And that's it. So don't be clinging to this corporate system as it goes by the wayside. It is not beneficial. And again, we need each other. We don't need their stupid system. What we do need, and what we are getting glimpses of right now, is a system of trade without money, where products, commodities are traded good for good. Like Iran keeps reiterating that they are going to trade oil for gold. Perfect. Because that's the kind of system that the globe is going to get into in a year, 2 years, 3 years. In 6 months, and right now we're getting a recalibration of the economic system. But ultimately, eventually, 1 year, 2 year down the road, we're going to see this system of trade, commodity for commodity, expand in influence. Okay? Another thing that I wanted to add. February 12th, 2012, Iran made an announcement, there's a link below, that they have found an enormously large pool of oil reserve in their country. Made a very brief announcement. They said that they would announce how large it is or more specifics on it within a little bit of time by March. Yesterday they just announced it is one of the largest oil fields ever discovered in Iran. And they said in addition to that, the quality of the crude that can be extracted is top-notch A+. So I just wanted to add that in a little bit. I think it's a little coincidental if you take into consideration some of the things I said on February 5th and some of the things I said on January 22nd. Just wanted to add that in. Another thing that happened, and I don't know if this is a rumor or if this is valid, but apparently the Israeli embassy in Japan is closing. So somebody's getting booted out of somewhere if that is true. So yeah, you know, just a little bit more in the recalibration, the process. Also, very, very important, I want to make this fact. Behind the scenes right now, with the Illuminati, there are a lot of individuals that are losing weight. They don't look too happy. Their faces are stretched and wrinkly. Their skin color is gaunt and chalk-like. And they are losing energy every day. And it's almost like I want to say, vampires aren't getting their blood anymore. So I just want to throw that in at the end. And these are just things to think about, guys. All right. As always, thank you everybody for listening. I hope this information is helping people. And have a great weekend.